All right, so here we go. So our introduction is really done, and our first step is really diving into Mishnah. So instead of kind of learning about, we're just going to explore a Masechet Brachot, so an entire kind of range of Mishnayot, and so there are a few different kind of. This is a packet that you'll want to print out for your class. I'll make sure that for you as a teacher that you have those packets available. Also, you'll probably want to put those packets on my TVT, but everyone will need a printed copy of this as well. A few words to know before that unit begins: Mishnayot, Masechet, and Brachot, and Pshat. So here are some of the kind of like this is a choose your own adventure. So you'll see in a moment that there are 110 different projects students can choose from. And either those projects are creative projects where they have to do something, where you have to create something, or they have to kind of talk something or prepare something. And you'll see what those are as you start making your own way through, and each of those then gets submitted for grading. Um, they'll Everyone should have a manila card with this taped to it. This is where they'll keep all their materials. This is probably a project that will take approximately 2.5 weeks to complete. And for you as a teacher, what I will kind of encourage you to do is to be checking projects on a regular basis. You don't want to wait till the end until there are, until every kid has done 80 projects and then you have to look and kind of have the grade. So you're going to want to kind of start going through things and make a little card for yourself that tells you kind of that almost kind of where you can make sure the student knows what they got for a certain project and move on. So here's what it actually looks like. That for all the different Mishnayot that we're looking at, the sorry, right. So the Mishnah in Hebrew is here. Most of our students will not be engaged at that, but here is the English of that Mishnah, always in gray. There's always a do first kind of below, and they get 5 points for doing this, where they have a pshat question to answer, just something that helps us understand, did they read the Mishnah and can they answer the question? And then a highlight a different opinion, highlight the different opinions. So if there are different opinions, we want them highlighted different numbers. So here it would be right. These are the words of Rabbi Eliezer. So this would all be highlighted something. The sages say until midnight. That's another highlight number. Rabban Gamliel says until dawn. That's another highlight. So that's kind of the first thing that they need to do, just to show that they've read the Mishnah and kind of seen that there are difference of opinions there. That's kind of one takeaway of this. Oh, the Mishnah does have different opinions of people talking. And then they have a series of projects that they may do related to this Mishnah, right? And they may ask, can I do all the projects related to the Mishnah? I mean, you're going to have to decide. I probably would say like maybe there's a maximum of 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 three, because we want them to move through and have an experience of kind of looking at and working with as many different Mishnayot from Masechet Brachot as possible. Um, but I don't know. You can kind of decide that on your own. So for each one, there's an activity with directions, with maximum point value. And by the way, you do not need to give maximum point value. And we kind of said above that you get maximum points if you care, creativity, integrity. So you can kind of figure out a good grading. So they see that maximal points possible are 10, and then I have expectations. So that kind of helps you kind of manage your points, like if have the expectations been met in some way. Yeah, so again, this is what a single page looks like, and you'll see in the booklet there are about 20 or 30 different pages, 110 projects in all. There's one other piece that I just want to make you aware of, which is called a chavura or chabura session. Um, so um, what I write here is that at different points in the project, you'll students may walk into class and have an opportunity to sign up for one small 15-minute discussion with the teacher about a particular Mishnah that you want to talk about. It'll say her choice, sorry. And so there'll be a sign up on the board, and students can get up to 15 points for being part of these discussions, and the teacher will also award an extra 5 points to two kids in the chavurah, something like that. I don't know. Again, it's just a way that kind of you can engage them also in some of these missionary. You'll also see, by the way, that some of the projects actually do ask like go speak to your teacher about the certain thing. Just so you know, there are some links that you'll need to give to students. You might want to put these on my TBT, so you can just say, oh, all the links that you'll need are on my TBT. And I would also say if there's a mission that you see and there's an activity that you would like to see happen that you don't see on there. First of all, make that you can put that up on the board, share it with other teachers, and share it with me as well, because this is a really nice opportunity. I'm happy to kind of add to these projects. Again, this is probably a 2 to 3 week project. The kids might feel like the expectations are a little harsh, so please feel free if it needs to change them. Right? I said there's a goal of completing 100 points per day. Maybe that's not actually realistic. You're going to have to kind of check that out. But the grading of it is important. If you have too much to grade, you won't grade them with care, and if they build up, that'll be really tough for you to kind of get them the grade they need. And this is really one of the first major grading pieces of the first major of the year. So best of luck with this, and